Hey everybody, it's Randy with the Delro Group. Wanted to put together another market analysis for you guys so you guys can get an idea of what happened over 2023 and what the projections are for 2024. I know it's been a little while since I gave you guys one of these, but I wanted the data to come in a little bit more dense. Usually during the holiday season, things slow down. So now that we're starting to enter the spring and summer season, I wanted to give you a thorough update so you know exactly what to expect. So let's go ahead and jump straight into it. So if we look here, again, this is mainly focusing on Stanislaus County, but these same trends go across San Joaquin County, Merced County. They all kind of echo the same. They may not have the same incremental values, but they're all roughly the same. So if we jump into this here, you'll see here that the light green line is the amount of homes that are currently for sale. And we've had consistent drop of inventory over the last 3 months. One, due to the holiday season. Two, people usually wait in January for roughly February, March to start putting their inventory on the market. So we've seen a solid decrease of inventory there. However, over the last 30 days, right after the holiday season ended, from December to January, we've seen a huge uptick in actual pending sales. Pending sales meaning that somebody wrote an offer on a property and it went pending. And those over the last 30 days are up 42.8%. So there's a lot more buyers that are actually involved in the industry right now that are looking for a property to purchase. But not only that, we were also at a historical low throughout all of last year in terms of inventory. During COVID, we were also at a historical low of inventory, but last year was actually worse than what we had during COVID. We were at a lower rate. Now, last year, we also had rates that were very abnormal. A lot of people thought that the market was going to crash, and it was a lot of skepticism and reluctancy to want to jump into the market because people didn't know what was going on. So if we look here, the rate peak for 2022 was 7.1%. As we entered towards August, September, October time, those rates shot up to 7.8%, and I believe we actually peaked and touched 8% as well. So we were at 7.8%. We almost peaked at 8%. I think we touched 8% briefly, and then it came back down. But if you look here, over the last couple of months, we've had consistent drops as well. We went from 7.2 to 6.6, and now we're at 6.5% across the board. So that's where rates currently are right now. So they've gotten a lot better. What does that mean for price per square foot? So if I scroll right here for price per square foot, you can see that despite the lack of, despite the spike, despite the spike of interest rates all last year, we actually still seen 7.7% appreciation for all of 2023. This is directly related to supply and demand. We just didn't have enough homes to supply the amount of buyers that were still there. And if I go back up to pending sales versus inventory, you can see that that pending sale curve is right on point with what the inventory is doing. So yeah, there might have been less homes on the market. Yes, prices may have been expensive, but there was enough buyers to still be able to afford, and people were still purchasing if they had the means. So that's what that means. That's why values stayed where they needed to be. We didn't see a drop after all, which is pretty surprising. Now, with rates coming down, what does that mean for us? So if I scroll down here, first off, let's go here. This is days on market. So this is the average duration of time that a home is sitting on the market right now. And you can see for January, it actually shot up to 48 days on average, despite pending sales being through the roof. And this is because people are starting to push value again because they know that spring and summer are coming, and those are usually heat up months. So things start to get a little bit more consistent in terms of buyer activity because kids are getting out of school, or they're getting ready to go into or get out of school, summer, and the weather's getting a little bit better rather. So you can get out there and shop in the sun without having to be in rainstorms like what we've been dealing with lately. So this is actually high right now, but I have a feeling that this is going to come down here shortly. But not only that, regarding rate decreases or increases or whatever it may be for 2024, we actually have a projection from the Fed. So the Federal Reserve met, and they have something called a dot plot. And a majority of people in the Fed have stated that they want to actually decrease rather than increase rates for 2024, which is very good. They're promising and specifying that they want to do at least 3 rate cuts throughout 2024 to restabilize the market and keep things going. They're also trying to taper down inflation, which is very important too. They want to get it hopefully to do a 2% rate. Don't know if it's actually accomplishable this year, but the good news is that they want to continually drop rates to make things more affordable for people out there. That way they can afford programs and afford houses, and they can restabilize the economy as well. So this is great news for us. If they continually drop rates, then we're going to continually see appreciation. If we got a 7.7% appreciation in 2023 when rates were shooting up, that number is probably going to be greater in 2024 if rates continually come down as well, because buyers will be able to afford more and sellers will be able to get more for their property because there's more buyer activity. So if you're a buyer out there, now is a great time to jump in and start getting it pre-approved and start getting your feet wet just to see what the affordability factor is for your current circumstance, as well as just to kind of get an idea of what it's going to look like and get a roadmap on what you need to do to afford a house. And if you're a seller and you're thinking about selling, it's a great time to start getting your house prepped, start getting it clean, start getting it, if you have any scuffs on anything, get that all removed and just start getting in the mindset of moving and getting it on the market, because as we enter spring and summer, I have a feeling it's going to be crazy. And if these trends continue to do what they're doing, it's going to be a crazy summer and spring for us as well. So that's my market update for you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm always available for you. And other than that, I hope you have an awesome February. Happy Valentine's Day. My daughter's birthday's at the end of the month. So if you have a birthday in February, happy birthday to you as well. And always here if you need me. Take care, everybody.